All right, let's get into it. Today, we're breaking down a classic story, but with a serious modern twist. We're talking about power, loyalty, and how rumors can be pure poison. This is The Kings and the Snakes.
So let's start with a question that probably hits home for a lot of us. Have you ever, ever, seen whispers and straight-up lies just tear apart a solid friendship? That's exactly what this whole story is about.
Okay, first things first. Let's set the scene. We gotta meet the main characters. Act 1, Kings of the Block.
So on one side, you got the lion. He's the undisputed boss, the top dog. Everybody on the block knows his name and respects his power. And on the other side, you've got the bull. Just raw strength, but super chill, real calm. And these two, they just click. They form this powerhouse alliance that makes them both even stronger. But you know how it is. Wherever you find power, there's always somebody lurking in the shadows, feeling left out. So let's see who's about to stir the pot. It's time to meet the Shady Crew. And the problem, well, it's as old as time, right? It's a jealous crew. These are the guys who are with the lion from the jump, his original posse. And they see this new friendship not as a good thing, but as a direct threat to their spot. And here's what's really going through their heads. See, this ain't about loyalty to their friend, the lion. Nah, this is all about them. They're worried that with the bull in the picture, there won't be any leftovers for them. It's all about greed and a little bit of fear. So what's their play? They're not going to confront the lion or the bull head on. No way. They're way sneakier than that. They decide to play a totally different game. Welcome to the snake game. Their plan is nasty, but man, is it simple. Step 1, identify that strong bond, that alliance. Step 2, cook up some lies and spread them around to create that mistrust. And step 3, they just lean back and watch the whole thing burn. It's that classic divide and conquer move. So they go to the lion first. They know his whole identity is built on strength and respect, so they plant that seed of doubt. They hit him right in the pride, telling him the bull thinks he could run the block better. It's the perfect poison for a guy in charge. Then, to make absolutely sure these two never talk it out, they go to the bull and they inject fear. So now, the bull doesn't just think there's some beef, he thinks his life is on the line. One feels disrespected, the other feels threatened. The trap is officially set. And all of this whole setup, it can only lead to one place. The tragic final act of this story, the throwdown. And here it is. This is the linchpin. The real reason the crew's plan works so damn well. Nobody talks. Nobody picks up the phone and says, "Yo, I heard this, what's up?" That complete breakdown in communication, that's the fuel for this whole fire. So instead of a conversation, you just get tension. You can just feel it, right? Two guys who were boys, now looking at each other like enemies, each one believing the worst, all because of what some snake whispered in their ear. For the lion, it all comes down to this. His authority, his whole position as the boss, he feels like it's all on the line. His pride has been challenged, and now he feels like he has to do something about it. And when you've got pride pushing one guy and fear driving the other, there's really only one way this can end. They fight. That alliance is about to get shattered for good. And in the end, the result is ugly. The alliance is totally destroyed. The bull gets taken out, and that crew, the ones who started this whole mess, they're just watching from a distance, smiling. They got exactly what they wanted. So what's the point? What's the lesson from this whole tragedy? Let's get into the real takeaway here, the streetwise moral. First off, let's put a name to this tactic, because it's a real thing. It's called the snake game. It's what happens when shady people use rumors and lies to turn friends against each other, all for their own personal gain. So how do you defend against the snake game? It's so simple, it's almost frustrating. Don't let rumors mess up something real. If you've got a problem with somebody you trust, you got to have the guts to talk to them directly. That's it. That's the only antidote. And it all comes down to this one brutal line. The ones who start the drama, the snakes, they get to feast on the chaos they create. And meanwhile, the powerful ones, the kings, they just end up destroying each other and losing everything. And that's where we'll leave it, with one last thought for you to take with you. A question to ask yourself when you're out there, in your friendships, at your job, wherever. Who are the snakes on your block?